Welcome to interviewbuddies.com. In today's video, we are going to talk about singleton design pattern. And it is a very common pattern in software engineering, and you will hear a lot of people talk about it. So let's get into it. What a singleton design pattern is. Singleton pattern is used to ensure that a class has only one instance and to provide a global point of access to that instance. It is used in many scenarios such as resource management, configuration settings, logging, caching, and also your facade design pattern and thread pooling as well. So overall, the singleton pattern is used to ensure there is only one instance of the class throughout the application, providing centralized access to that instance and enabling better control over resource management, configuration, and other aspects of the application. So that's kind of a general idea around singleton pattern. Let's see how we can create one singleton pattern in Java and how we can make it, thread safe. So let's get started. On my screen, I have IntelliJ IDEA open, and here I'm going to create a new Java class, and I'm going to name it as singleton. Okay, I have it under the package IB source. So in this style of singleton pattern, we are going to make a constructor private so that a class outside of this singleton class cannot create an instance directly. So let's do that. So private singleton, and that's your constructor, which is private by default. If you don't specify a constructor in a Java class, they are public. So so that's how we are going to avoid creating a instance of this class outside. Let's declare a variable. We are going to use a class variable here. So private static singleton and call it as instance. Okay, and we are going to leave the constructor as blank. Let's create a public method, public static. It will return singleton and name it as getInstance. So this will be your public method, and this will be used to generate any instance. How we will do that? So we will check if the instance is null. So in case like the instance is not initialized, we will say instance equal to new class, like new singleton, right? So we are like calling the private constructor here. So this will initialize the instance variable, and then we will return instance. So that's all basically. That's all you need to create a singleton pattern. So this will ensure that no other class can access the instance, or there's like only one. No, sorry. So that's all you need to create a singleton class, and this will ensure that the instance is created only once. So let's test it out as well. I'm going to create a private, not private, sorry. I'm going to create a public void print method, and this is a public method, and I'm going to print a simple statement here. Hello world. Okay, so in general case, how we will do that, basically, if you want to access this print method outside of the singleton class, you will create an instance and then call this print method. So let's try that first. So I have another folder called as IB test, and I'm going to create a class singleton test, and in this class, let's just create a public static void main method. It's your regular main method, and let's see. Singleton instance equals to new. Can we do that? Okay, so you see there's a compilation error here. It says that it has a private access. The singleton constructor has a private access and we can't directly initiate it. So we can't do that. So how we can do that? We can say singleton.getInstance. So that way we have the object of the singleton class inside that instance function. We have the object of that singleton class assigned to the instance variable, and we can, using that object, we can call the print method. So if I run this program here, so it printed hello world. So this is like a very basic pattern, and that anyone who is learning Java should be familiar of it. So yeah, and there's like one more scenario in which we'll talk about like how you can make it thread safe and what is the need of making singleton pattern thread safe. So let's say you have a multi-threaded application and there are like many threads accessing this singleton class. So what will happen, every thread separately will be able to initialize the instance of this singleton class. So that kind of defies the whole idea of singleton design pattern. So how we can avoid that, or how we can upgrade our singleton class to have that multi-threaded safe. So to do that, just use a volatile keyword here. So what this volatile keyword is going to do is, if you define a volatile keyword, it ensures that the whatever is written to the instance to this class variable is available to other threads as well, so that they don't see the value of this instance as null. So if thread 1 comes and the singleton is already defined, initialized, then that copy is shared with thread 2 as well, and it won't try to then initialize it again. So that's one thing. The other thing we have to do is call the synchronized keyword here. Use the synchronized keyword so that one thread accesses this function at a time, and that's how you will make your singleton design pattern in a multi-threaded environment. So that's all. That's all for today. Thank you very much, and don't forget to hit subscribe button. Thank you.